It's Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buccaneers and the Texans coming up next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, the calendar has flipped to November, and we've got an intriguing matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin joined, as always, by Charles Davis. CD, it's been a tough few years here in Houston. 4-4-3. Those are their win totals the last 3 seasons. But in is DeMeco Ryans as head coach. What do you think he brings to the table?
And it's interesting you brought up the number 3 because DeMeco Ryans is the 3rd head coach in 3 seasons for this team. What he brings to the table: toughness, organization, and hope. He wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, the team he played for.
And then for the visiting Bucs, all of a sudden Super Bowl 55 feels like it was a long time ago. Tom Brady retired. Some of the stalwarts of that team have moved on. They did win the NFC South last year, but they did so with a losing record at 8-9.
And sometimes when you have a chance to begin again, other people emerge and play at a level that you don't expect. And that's what Tampa Bay needs from this team in 2023.
Baker going to throw this right away. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now a 3rd-round pick a year ago. Here's Rashad White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Wright. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Back deep is Tank Dell. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Stroud looking to change the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions. Go.
And Stroud now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Stroud now on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Going with White here, toss left, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that... And now off to the races, down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Mayfield. Throw out wide is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Their second drive here of the ball game, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Stroud out of the gun here. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
25 yards that time.
And that's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with White on the counter. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mayfield looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here we go, Jack. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Open man is Noah Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 22 more yards there, and another 1st down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Throwing now is Stroud. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Levante David. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Play action. Stroud now. Another one caught by Collins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Panther 11, Panther 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. First down, Mayfield. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Evans, fast footwork, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Evans has it left side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
19 Tiger.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A handoff on the option to Singletary. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
18 Cardinal. Track 60. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Flush to it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field.
There he goes left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Complete right side to Otten. Touchdown! Cade Otten. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, 18, Pioneer.
Now Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Woods. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Pass to 60. 70 Ranger. Rig. 60 Maverick.
Now Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37.
Let's go now. Press ball leading. 18 rattling.
Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Mayfield and the Bucs down by 7, 1:08 to go. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. But it's caught. Tompkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. 2nd and 6 coming up. Mayfield. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mayfield. He completes it to Tompkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now 1st and goal. Here's Baker. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual, because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football, because this won't happen very often.